Hi guys, I'm here to bring you your This Week at Axis video for the week of April 28th to May 2nd. Now, since we are getting into May, we do have a big workout coming up at the end of the month. It is the Murph. For those of you that don't know what the Murph is, it is a 1 mile run followed by 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 air squats, and another mile run wearing a weighted vest. However, there are lots and lots of ways to scale this workout to make it approachable for anyone. So for a beginner athlete to an advanced athlete. So if you've never done this workout and you're able to come, I really recommend you try this workout. Also, not really an announcement, more of a reveal. The 6 p.m. class found out that when I film these videos, I have a cat sitting on my lap. So I was just going to show him to you guys. This is Fonzie. He sits on my lap every time I make these videos pretty much. He's not very happy about the reveal right now, but there you go, my 6 p.m. crew. All right, now let's get into our workouts. So for all of our strength movements this week, we are, if you haven't picked up on the pattern yet, we are down to 5 sets of 2 reps at 85%. Again, if you were a newer athlete, please stick with 5 sets of 5 reps and go heavier than you did the week before, as long as your technique was solid. I cannot emphasize enough the importance of getting your mechanics down pat before adding that intensity. The intensity and the heavy weights will come with time. Be patient. But getting right into our workouts, on Monday after we back squat, we have an AMRAP 10 of a 200-meter sandbag run, 10 sandbag front squats, and 10 push-ups. Scaling for this, you could do a 200-meter run without the sandbag, 10 dumbbell front squats or 10 goblet squats or 10 air squats, and 10 box push-ups. Then on Tuesday, we have a longer AMRAP, so an AMRAP 25. We're going to have 20 plank pull-throughs, 15 American kettlebell swings, 10 toes to bar, 5 weighted pull-ups, and a 200-meter suitcase carry. So for the plank pull-throughs and the American kettlebell swings and the suitcase carry, if you need to scale the weight of the kettlebell, you can. For our toes to bar, we're going to scale those to knees to elbow, knees to chest, or toes to rig. On the weighted pull-ups, there is not an RX weight for the weighted pull-ups. Just select a weight that you will be able to move through pretty much the whole workout with. I'm not saying these need to be unbroken pull-ups. If you need to break the reps up, that's fine. And we can scale the weighted pull-ups to 5 strict pull-ups with no weight, 5 banded pull-ups, or 10 ring rows. And on that suitcase carry, you're going to do 100 meters with your weak hand. For a lot of you, that's your left hand, and 100 meters with your strong hand. So at that turnaround point by the sign. Then on Wednesday, we are going to bench press. And then after we bench press, we have an EMOM 12. Minute 1, we have 5 handstand push-ups. Minute 2, we have 10 dumbbell bent over rows. In minute 3, we have 5 ring dips. For the handstand push-ups, you can scale the setup for the handstand push-ups. So maybe instead of 45-pound plates in an ab mat, you'll use 25-pound plates in an ab mat, or maybe you'll just use an ab mat. Or you are going to do 10 dumbbell strict press. And I do want to make a note that for the dumbbell strict press for these, you should be selecting a weight that is challenging for you, appropriately challenging, as the intention is to build up the strength to eventually be able to press your body weight in that handstand push-up. You can scale the weight of the dumbbells for the dumbbell bent over rows, and we can scale the ring dips to 5 banded ring dips, 10 bench dips, or 10 dumbbell overhead tricep extensions. Then on Thursday, we're just straight up calling this Murph prep. There's no hiding the running and the push-ups in there. This is kind of a half Murph. And so there's going to be a buy-in of an 800-meter run rather than a mile run. And then 10 rounds of 5 kipping pull-ups, 10 push-ups, 15 air squats, and then a cash out of an 800-meter run. So the way this is broken up with the 10 rounds is a way that you can break up Murph when you're doing the full thing. A way people will break up Murph will be 20 rounds of 5 pull-ups, 10 push-ups, 15 air squats. So we're cutting that in half, and we're just getting some more reps and practice with these movements. Some scaling options: you can scale the distance of the run to a 400-meter run. If you need to do a run walk, that's fine. I'd rather you do a 400-meter run than do a 200-meter run. I'd rather see the 400-meter run walk if you need to. If you need to scale the number of rounds, maybe you need to do 8 rounds, that's totally fine. And we can scale the kipping pull-ups to jumping negative pull-ups or ring rows. We can scale the push-ups to box push-ups, and then the air squats. If you need to scale the number of reps, you can. So that is Thursday. And then on Friday, we're deadlifting. And after we deadlift, we have a little chipper. So it's 22, 16, 10. So not a 21, 15, 9, but 22, 16, 10 of kettlebell snatches and sit-ups. So you can scale the weight of the kettlebell as needed for this one. And the counting for the kettlebell snatches will be, so for the round of 22, it'll be 11 on your weak hand. So again, a lot of you, your left hand, 11 on your strong hand. And then you do 22 sit-ups. And then 16 kettlebell snatches, so 8 on your weak hand, 8 on your strong hand, 16 sit-ups. And then the set of 10, 5 on your strong hand, 5 on your weak hand, 10 sit-ups. That is all I've got for you guys today. As always, if you have any questions, reach out to axisstrengthtraining@gmail.com. You'll get set up for a meeting and figure out the best way to attack the answers to your questions, whether it's a goal or a movement you're struggling with. And with that, I hope you guys have a great week of training.